Welcome to After Dark from the Den. We are here in the studio with Jacy Penland and her band today. Go ahead and just introduce yourself and, how long you guys have been playing music and how you all met.
Yeah, for sure. So my name's Jacy Penland, and then over here is my brother, Seth Penland. We met when he was born. And then over here is my dad, Jason Penland. We met when I was born. And then Jake Johnson behind me on drums. We met playing at church, so we've been kind of all playing together as we've grown up together. So yeah, we've been doing my music for 2 years-ish. I've been writing since I was 14, and then a couple years ago we got in the studio and finally recorded some stuff. So yeah.
Cool. So, whenever you started playing music when you were 14, did you just start out on acoustic guitar, or were you just singing, or was it kind of a gradual progression from something else that you were interested in music?
Yeah, so I took lessons when I was younger, like in elementary school, and then quit because I didn't practice. And then I got back into it around 14. I got into the worship team at my church, and so we started playing. I started playing on that, and then I just kind of slowly learned different instruments. I learned bass, a little bit of piano. And then I also just kind of started writing around that time too with acoustic and vocals. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, go ahead and introduce the first song, and we'll just get into it.
Yeah, for sure. So this song's called Perfect. It's just about kind of the idea of like maintaining a facade and kind of like the cost of that can have. And then, so this song came out actually a few weeks ago. So if you like it, stream it. If you don't, you can still stream it, and I would be happy about that. So yeah, this is called Perfect. Congratulations, you're perfect. You have everything together. You in your pink shirt, flawless like a filtered picture. Look at you, you're happy, like everything is looking up. You and your white teeth, you're everybody's teacher. You try to look perfect, perfect, like you're not hurting. So put on the makeup, like your mom taught you to do. Just for the faces and what's moving you. You try to look perfect, perfect, like you're not hurting. So put on the nice clothes, like your papa bought them for you. Just for the faces and what's moving you. Congratulations, you fooled us. Didn't say you were hurt, love, and look away it led behind rose-colored curtains. Until one night those curtains torn and you were broken on the floor. Maybe it's okay that you're not perfect. You try to look perfect, perfect, like you're not hurting. So put on the makeup, like your mama taught you to. Just for the faces and moving you. You try to look perfect, perfect. It's okay if you're hurting, hurting. I want you to open up and let me be there for you. Because saving face isn't worth losing you. Because saving face isn't worth losing you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So that one was called Perfect, and you guys just released it on Spotify and all that stuff. Oh, cool.
Yep.
So how'd you record it?
Yeah, so I go to DBU and we have a studio up there, and so we just went up there and recorded that. So yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I actually had a friend whenever I first graduated high school. I had a friend that went to DBU, and he did some recordings up there too. So I've never seen their music studio, but it seems like it's a very like popular place to go if you're a musician in that area. So
Yeah,
I know a lot of people that have gone there and recorded a few songs or something. So very cool.
Thank you.
So what are you going to school for at DBU?
Yeah, so I'm going for music business with an emphasis on worship leadership. And then I've also really gotten into songwriting while I've been there too. So.
Very cool. So your influences for this project, is it along the same lines of the stuff that you were influenced whenever it came to your worship leadership influences, or is it a little different?
Yeah, I think I think I have the same goal in all my music and in life, really. I'm a Christian. I believe that God is going to send Jesus to come and die for us on the cross, and that we should live out of abundance of that. And so, really, that's why I make music. That doesn't change at all. But like in that last song, it didn't mention God at all, but it still has that purpose of just like that Christian worldview. And so I think my goal is I want to make music that everybody can listen to, that a Christian and a non-Christian could listen to and could really resonate with what I'm saying. So I do have my last album that came out, Above the Noise, came out last April, I think, of 2023. And that is a lot more heavy worship and just more obvious Christian music.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then this one has a lot more even about mental health. I have 4 songs. Perfect was one of them. I forgot to say that earlier, but I have 4 songs kind of in the middle of this album that I've been releasing over the last few months. It'll be complete in November, hopefully, if all goes well. But that just kind of focus on mental health, and they don't all mention God, but yeah, so.
Cool. So did James record on some of those too, or?
Yeah, so
yeah.
He lives in Waco.
Okay.
And so he's done probably about a third of it. Yeah. And then I've had a couple other drummers from DBU record, Jonathan Peace and Caleb Stover. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I sometimes we bring our keyboard player along, Jonah. He couldn't make it tonight, but yeah. So he's also from DBU. So yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So, are you a freshman at DBU, or are you a senior almost graduating, or?
So I'll be a senior this year.
You'll be a senior? Okay. Awesome. Well, good luck on, finishing your degree. I know that the last year is always the toughest because the motivation is not there.
I'm ready to be done.
Right, exactly. All right. Well, do you want to introduce the next song?
Yeah. For sure. So this next song, was written by a friend of mine. It's the only song I've ever put out that I didn't write. It's called Bottom of the Sea. So yeah, you'll just have to hear it, hear what it's about. I'm not sure why this scares me so much. Shouldn't affect me the way that it does. I hope that at least I am learning all too well of my failing. Peter, was it like to walk on the waves? Was it solid ground beneath your feet? Did you think all that was a slowly? Did you find grace at the bottom of the sea? Stumbling over my fears, my misgivings, unable to find my sure footing. Is that you calling for me? Hard to hear over my own screams. Was it like to walk on waves? Was it solid ground beneath your feet? Did you think all I want to slow? Did you find grace at the bottom of the sea? My eyes fixed on your gaze. I am searching again. My eyes fixed on your gaze, and I am searching again. Was it like to walk on the waves? Was it solid ground beneath your feet? All I want is slowly. Did you find grace at the bottom of the sea? Did you find grace at the bottom of the sea?
Very nice. And you said a friend wrote that song? for
Yeah,
you?
my friend Amethyst Michelle, she actually is an artist herself in Denton. So yeah, she
Oh,
wrote
she
that.
lives in Denton?
Yeah,
Oh, fun.
yeah, she has a band, Amethyst Michelle in Denton. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, I heard it. I went to school with her, and I heard it at an open mic that they did, and I went back to my room and was like telling my roommate, who is not a musician or a songwriter, I was like, there was a song and like it was amazing, and like I just loved how she like asked all these questions and everything, and she was like, that's cool, and I was like, no, you don't get it. And then about a year later, I texted her and I was like, hey, remember that song? She's like, are you gonna do anything with that? She was like, I don't know, like I'll have to think about it. I was like, dang it, she's not gonna let me use it, and then she did let me use it, so yeah. I'm really thankful for that. They switch of instruments right now. They both play everything, so yeah.
Well, that's a kind of a cool story. I've got a friend of mine who, funny enough, he like a long time ago he asked if he could buy songs from me, and so I've always been writing music, and that's always been something that I personally, as an artist, have always felt weird about, like, because if I ever like sold a song to someone and I wanted to do something with it later, I can't because they own the song now, sort of a thing. But I did have some random person online asked to cover a song of mine that I had released, and I said no to that, but I kind of wish that I had said yes, because she probably could have done something completely different with the song than I had done in the original. So that's always kind of an interesting thing, right? Because there's so many different kinds of musicians. Yeah. There's a lot of musicians that are just songwriters that sell their songs, and they make a living selling music, just selling their songs that way. And then there's other, musicians that go the producer route, and they may not necessarily write the whole song for someone, but they sit in the studio and they listen to what the band is doing or what a solo artist is doing, and then they can add stuff. Yeah. They can say, well, let's change this chord progression into, a G chord in the chorus or something, in the second chorus or something. So it's kind of interesting to hear other people's methods, being a musician, and how they approach, writing or recording. And I think a lot of it also has to do with your musical background, right? So for me, punk is my biggest influence, and they didn't care if they even knew how to play their instrument. They were going to still do it, and it was going to be them on the record, even if it was bad. And so that's sort of my approach to music. And I kind of, envy people in a way that are more traditional songwriters who can essentially like part ways with their song, because that's something I can't do. Like I have too much investment into it, So it's very nice of her for her to let you use that song.
I was so thankful. And I mean, like you were saying, like she has a very different style than mine. She's very like indie rock, and I'm not that. And so it was really cool to see like what I could do with it and kind of put my own like spin on it, I guess. And like something I love about music is like different interpretations of like literally the same song, and like how like my way of doing it might be different from hers, but like it's just still good, and it's like can connect to a different audience than hers could. So it's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. So what's the name of this next song then?
This next song is called Swings.
Is this one going to be on the record that you're recording?
Yes, so this one's also out. All of these that I'm playing tonight are actually out. So,
okay.
And then I have another one coming out. I've been doing a song a month, and then it builds up into an album. So I do have a song coming out in August called I'm Sorry, August 16th. Yeah, 16th. So if you want to check that one out. But this one is out. It's actually it was the first one that I released back in February. So this one is called Swings. It's basically, I'll tell you the story behind it. So last year I was kind of going through a hard time, and I would go, there's this like trail at my school, and so I'd go walking, and they had these swings like along the trail, and so sometimes I would just go out there and like swing, and I would just like feel at peace and at rest doing that, and so that's what this song is about.
Cool.
Yeah, you ready? swings on campus where I like to go. Escape for a little while, rest, reset, and swing. Just swing. There's a place where I feel my father likes me. I feel like a little child, rest, reset, and swing. Just swing. Back and forth through ups and downs. The sweetest that cares for me, enjoys me, enjoying the things He's made for me. For me. For me. There's a place creation shines and I feel His peace. Just take a little time to rest, reset, and swing. Just swing. Back and forth through ups and downs. Back and forth through ups and downs. Rest, reset, and swing.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Your music's very laid back.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is there anything you have planned for the band or the project outside of the album?
Yeah, so we're gonna have the album comes out November 8th, and then we're gonna have an album release party that night. It'll be like a show with everybody that played on the album. We'll play through the album and maybe some other stuff. We'll see what happens. That'll be at Firehouse Gastro Park in Grand Prairie. So yeah, I also host an open mic there every Thursday. So if you're a musician, you should come out. It's a lot of fun. So yeah.
Very cool. And that's in Grand Prairie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's at the park?
Firehouse Gastro Park. So it's like a restaurant and a coffee house, and then they've got like an outside stage too. It's really cool.
Cool. Very nice. So that's the plan then, is to release the album, have the show, and then from there on out.
Y'all take it. Y'all listen to it.
So, James, are you going to be playing for that show, or?
Hopefully, yeah. So I'm in school at Baylor right now, so it really just all depends on that, honestly, but certainly hope to.
Cool. Well, go ahead and introduce the last song, and
sure.
We'll take it out from here.
Yeah, so this one was the first one in the four that I mentioned earlier that we like kind of released together about mental health. And this one is called Oh No. It's sort of talks about like anxiety and about kind of what that feels like. So yeah, this song is called Oh No. Thoughts spin like a carousel in my mind. No stop to get up, just another horse to ride. No stop to get off, it just goes round and round. I'm I'm stuck here spinning my wheels as time flies. Reflections, broken records, repeat the same lines. Another lyric, but no one's there to listen. Another lyric, a lie that just makes me anxious. Thoughts spin like a record that plays at midnight. Oh no, my world is spinning out of control. Oh no, I can't find my way back home. I don't know how to stop this merry-go-round, around and around, yeah. I don't know where I should turn now. Thoughts spin like a carousel in my mind. No stop to get off, just another horse to ride. No stop to get off, it goes round and round. I'm stuck here spinning my wheels as time flies. Reflections, broken records, repeat the same lines. Another lyric, a lie that just makes me anxious. Another lyric, a lie that just makes me anxious. Thoughts spin like a record that plays at midnight. Oh no, my world is spinning out of control. Oh no, I can't find my way back home. I don't know how to stop this merry-go-round, round, round, yeah. I don't know where I should turn now. You quiet my mind when I focus on the truth. Got you at the key to turn off the machine. Take the needle off the player when it's hard to breathe. You quiet my mind when I start to believe. Oh, when it feels like my world is spinning out of control. Feels like I can't find my way back home. I don't know how to stop this merry-go-round, round, round, yeah. I don't know where I should turn now. You quiet my mind when I focus on the truth. Got you at the key to turn off the machine. Take the needle off the player when it's hard to breathe. You quiet my mind when I start to believe.
Very nice. Thanks for watching. This was Jacy Penland.